So starting the test drive in this Ford Bronco Outer Banks, this one has a 2.3 turbo 4-cylinder. There's an optional 2.7 liter twin turbo V6 you can get, and then in the Raptor you have that 3 liter twin turbo that's tuned pretty nicely with that V6. But for the most part, this does pretty much what you need it to do. You get 18 city, 22 highway, as opposed to getting a little less in terms of the fuel economy with those bigger engines. Those are a bit more fun to drive, but with this 2.3, I feel like you get the best of both worlds. It can still handle off-roading, kind of like the 2 liter turbo in the Wranglers. So nothing really to worry about with the power. It just depends on what you're wanting. The sport mode on this feels about like the normal mode on the EcoBoost, in my opinion, the 2.7. So most people aren't going to use these to go off-roading, except maybe 5% of the time anyway. So you can just use your sport mode for that, your off-road mode, whatever, and I think you'll be good to go. There's a noticeable difference, but the question is, will you miss it if you don't have it? Because this one's stickers at a little under 54 grand, whereas if you load one out in the Badlands trim with the Sasquatch package and all that, you can go upwards of 70. So, and this 2.3 just feels more natural. Ford puts these engines in quite a few vehicles, the Explorers, the I know I'm missing one, but that's just what comes to the top of my head. So I mean, they put these in a lot of vehicles, so it's a pretty stand-up engine in my opinion. Now this eco mode, I like it, but you know, you can definitely feel the throttle response kind of being limited based on the computers and everything in this drive mode. Normal mode will probably be the best way to drive this vehicle in particular, but you do have this option for the eco mode again. So I'm gonna put it back into the normal mode, see if we can tell a big difference. So it feels a bit more peppy, even as I'm coasting here. And it tends to want to downshift, and you can really hear that turbo spool off, as opposed to being in the eco mode when it just kind of just lets you stay in that gear. And these eco modes, a lot of the times they almost feel like a torque converter shutter, but when you get used to them, you realize kind of what's going on. Try and get a better angle here. That doesn't really help. Let's try that. Now the ride quality here, I actually like quite a bit. I drove a Sasquatch package a few cars ago, and that was definitely a bit more rough, but I mean, you have 35-inch tires there. It just has a different stance to it. This is borderline smooth so far in how it's been driving. And the 2.3, as tough as the EcoBoost sounds, the 3 liter and the 2.7, this 2.3 is has a bit of a aggressiveness to it as well. When you come down the road, especially as you're coming out of like a gear or whatever, and you give it throttle and it just shifts down one gear, you really feel it start to pull there, and it's really nice. Now this does feel relatively big compared to a Bronco Sport, so if you're comparing this to that, I would go with this personally. The Bronco Sport you can get about 15 grand cheaper. probably in a better trim level and all that. You still get that 4-wheel drive, but you have a turbo 3 as opposed to this 2.3 turbo 4. It just depends on what you're wanting to use. If you only go off-roading a little bit and you're used to a Subaru or something like that, you'll like the Bronco Sport. But if you're used to a Wrangler, you'll probably want something like this. All right, so we have the Bronco in sport mode. Now we're gonna try to give it a good pull getting on the interstate here. Not gonna floor it, just gonna give it a little something. Here we go. Yeah, pretty strong, pretty strong. Now, I do want to give one more big thanks to Ford Lincoln of Franklin here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, the hardtop with the sound deadening headliner, it's nice. It's still what it is, you know. So the soft top's louder, but it's not like this is gonna feel like the inside of a typical SUV without removable roof panels. But it certainly helps with the overall experience if you're not wanting to just hear everything outside. But I mean, this is a really good option, I think. This 2.3 liter, it's just fun to drive, especially in the sport mode. It's quick. The turbo does a lot of work to just make it exhilarating. And then the packaging, getting the heated seats, the heated steering wheel here, the optional hard top, the lane keeping system, the full 4-wheel drive. You get a lot here. And you don't necessarily have to go above 55,000 to get an off-road warrior in this vehicle. And then if you want to add a Sasquatch package, you want to add a twin turbo V6, you can do that. It'll just cost you some money. But again, I really like how this one is equipped. I just think it's a solid option. And I think if you're not wanting to spend too much money going with a Raptor or a Badlands, this is a good middle ground if you don't want to necessarily get something extremely basic. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Ford Bronco Outer Banks.